Coming up in this edition of WJMH Reports, follow WJMH reporter Jay Bowers as he takes us to the Marshall County Historical Society to explore our town's rich past.
Additionally, our dedicated first responders had their own night filled with friendly competition and games. We'll take you there.
Also, see all the amazing, relaxing activities this business of the week, Gypsy Soul, has to offer.
Stay tuned. That and more coming up in this edition of WJMH Reports.
Welcome to this edition of WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
As the new year sets in, one has to think of the passage of time.
With each new year that passes, one is left behind. And today we would like to show you just how much time has passed since the founding of the town of Moundsville. Here's WJMH reporter Jay Bowers with our top story.
From the local penitentiary to the mound just across the street, it's no wonder that Moundsville is such an interesting place. But I personally have one deep burning question. Why would people settle here? And what is the history of our town? Moundsville was originally two smaller towns, known as Mound City and Elizabethtown. Then, in 1865, the two towns merged into Moundsville. Some locations of interest include the Moundsville State Penitentiary, which was founded in 1863 and closed in 1995, and the Grave Creek Mound, which was made by the Adena people 500 years ago. I got an opportunity to sit down with Cole McCardle, a volunteer for the Historical Society, and we learned a little bit of what life was like for the early settlers of Moundsville.
It would have been slow, so you probably would have gotten news from the outside world probably once a week instead of instantaneously like today. It would have been hard, cold, chopping all firewood by hand, sawing all the trees down, building everything with hand-cut nails. It would have been tough.
After learning about the early life of the people of our town, I was very curious to find out about other important historical events of note to happen here. I managed to get Cole's input on what he thinks is the most important historical event in our town.
It had to have been the building of the mound. That, by hand, with wooden tools, had to have been the most amazing feat ever done by humans. All of our modern implementations with concrete and modern tools with electricity, it's just not as impressive as a wood mound built by hand.
This is Jay Bowers reporting for the Moundsville Historical Society from WJMH Media.
Thanks, Jay. And it sounds like from the struggles of the early pioneers, we now have the nice town of Moundsville.
During our New Year special, we had a special block for those whose resolutions were to give back to the community. Unfortunately, many do not stick to their resolutions at the beginning of the year. However, you still have the opportunity to help out. Earlier this year, the Soup Kitchen of Greater Wheeling put out a statement urging the importance of getting volunteers for the month of January, with a rough month after the Christmas season, where we see a decline of good spirits against harsher weather. If you still want to volunteer, the Soup Kitchen still stresses the necessity for volunteers during these early months before spring. While many places closed during the surge of COVID-19, the Soup Kitchen had never stopped giving out carry-out boxes to customers. Executive Director Becky Schrilling-Rodocker recalls how acute the work has to be for the staff of the Soup Kitchen, where volunteers typically make a difference.
We had no volunteers whatsoever, so it was just our very small staff of 8 putting out sometimes 600-700 meals a day, cooked hot food, and it was very difficult. It was a lot of work. So now that we see an ease in that and we can serve inside, it's been a lot easier on us.
Patrons are required to wear a mask Patrons are required to wear a mask in the dining area until they eat, so that the spread is minimized through the population. The Soup Kitchen also runs the Drunkard Medical Outreach Program, which helps provide medical attention which includes providing information and vaccinations for COVID-19. With volunteering, you only need to bring yourself, but if you cannot volunteer, you can do other things to work with the kitchen. The Soup Kitchen, as a 501c3 nonprofit agency, is expensive, costing at least $45,000 per year. While monetary donations are the most important, donations of all kinds are accepted. They will also accept almost any kind of supplies. All you have to do to offer is to call them with the number 304-233-2992. Again, that number is 304-233-2992.
In late 2021, the school winners for the HEISMAN Scholarship were announced. John Marshall nominees were Riley McIntyre and Mac Allen. Riley McIntyre is honored to be acknowledged for her academic and sports accomplishments.
It was good to see that what I was doing in school and in sports was recognized.
Why do you think you're...
State winners, national finalists, and national winners each get awarded money for each level. State winners are awarded $1,000. National finalists are awarded $3,000, and national winners are awarded $10,000. Although the JM nominees were not awarded scholarships, we are still proud of their efforts on and off the field.
The John Marshall Queen of Queens pageant will be taking place February 18th in the John Marshall CPA. During the pageant, the girls complete three-section poise and presentation, talent, and evening gown. This year's Queen of Queens participants are Hope Grimm, Riley Morgan, Amanda Ryan, Lauren T. Kelly, Olivia Miller, Trixie Clissy, and Sabrina Thorne. The director of bands and event coordinator, Tracy Philbin, thinks this event is important to the community and is happy that it can still continue despite COVID.
I think Queen of Queens is really great for the girls to encourage their poise and being out there in front of a crowd, answering questions, walking. It takes a lot of nerve to participate in that, and the girls become really good friends throughout the process as well.
Again, Queen of Queens will be held in the CPA February 18th at 7 o'clock in the evening. Doors will open at 6:30 and tickets will cost $5 and will be sold at the door only. WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital is looking for volunteers. According to volunteer coordinator Rhonda Francis, volunteers will experience some activities that nurses have to do, as well as many miscellaneous jobs.
Anything from working out in the gardens and lawns to working in the laundry, the cafe, the cafeteria, the gift shop, helping escort patients around the hospital.
For more information or to apply, contact Rhonda Francis at rhonda.francis@wvumedicine.org. Again, that is rhonda.francis@wvumedicine.org. Coming up next, we'll preview the Strand Theater's upcoming event, Moundsville's Got Talent.
Keep watching. WJMH Reports. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
Earlier this season, the Wheeling Nailers hosted its First Responders Night to honor and recognize the first responders around the valley.
In addition to free admission for all the responders, the annual Guns N' Hoses hockey game also took place. During this game, police officers and firefighters went head-to-head for a 5-minute game. Along with First Responders Night, the Wheeling Nailers hosts many themed games. To check out a list of those games, you can go to the Wheeling Nailers website at wheelingnailers.com. Again, that website is wheelingnailers.com.
Talent and ability is something that always manages to impress others. So the Moundsville Strand Theater is holding a talent show this March. Although auditions have already taken place, tickets to attend the event can still be purchased. The event will mimic the America's Got Talent with several different acts taking place and contestants' acts being rated by 3 judges. The top 3 performers will then move on to do a second act. The first place performer will earn $300, the second place performer $200, and the third place performer $100. The event will take place on March 12th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $12 for adults, $10 for students, and free for children 5 and under. The Moundsville Strand Theater hopes you will come and enjoy the event. For more information, you can visit the theater's website at strandtheaterwv.com. Again, that's strandtheaterwv.com.
Join the Marshall County Strings program for a magical evening of music as it presents its annual benefit concert. The concert will feature many known Disney tunes from favorite classic movies Frozen, Up, The Incredibles, Toy Story, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Music will be performed by the Electric Orchestra, Chamber Orchestra, Cello Ensemble, and Strings Orchestra. The event will be held on Tuesday, February 22nd at 6:30 p.m. It will be held at the John Marshall High School Center for Performing Arts. Donations will be accepted at the door to benefit the Robert James Jim Gracie Memorial Scholarship and the Marshall County Strings Program Scholarship.
Marshall County Schools has been ready for registration for kindergarten and pre-K children since January 11th. However, there is still time for parents to walk through this process. Registration appointments will be made on a first-come, first-served basis for both age groups. You will need to complete a packet which will be verified by a school nurse. To these appointments, you must bring your child's state birth certificate and complete immunization records. Immunization records may be updated by a family physician or the Marshall County Health Department, who may be contacted by calling 304-845-7840 for vaccination clinic schedules. Incomplete packets are unable to be accepted as legitimate to begin placement. The appointment is also where your child will have to participate in a health screening and brief readiness test. Pre-K kids have to be 4 before July 1st, 2022. For Glendale Elementary, McNinch Primary, and Hilltop Elementary, screenings will be held February 17th, 21st, 22nd, and 24th respectively. You will need to call McNinch Primary if you live in the Moundsville area, including the Northern Panhandle Head Start Stepping Stones. If you live in the Limestone, Sand Hill, or Sherrard area, call Hilltop. In the month of March, screenings will be held for the areas of Washington Lands on the 3rd, Center McNinch on the 10th, and Cameron on the 17th. Plays Child Care Center will be holding their screenings at Washington Lands. Kids who have already been signed up for the Marshall County's pre-K program will not need to be registered for kindergarten. Children who will be registered for kindergarten must be 5 years old before July 1st. Appointments will be arranged Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. and 12:45 a.m. to 3 p.m. Screenings will be held on March 1st for Hilltop Elementary, 3rd and 4th for McNinch Primary, 8th for Washington Lands Elementary, 15th for Sand Hill and Center Meccan Elementary Schools, and 22nd for Cameron. Glendale Elementary will hold their screening on February 22nd. For more information, you can go to boe.mars.k12.wv.us. Again, that is boe.mars.k12.wv.us. You are also welcome to contact Assistant Superintendent Woody Yoder at 304-843-4430 with the extension 309, or by his email wyoder at k12.wv.us. That number and extension was 304-843-4430, extension 309. His email is wyoder at k12.wv.us.
A Special Wish Foundation, a local nonprofit providing assistance to families with ill children, is holding its annual Golf Scramble fundraiser. The event will take place on Saturday, May 21st at 6:30 a.m. and will be held at Fairway River Links Golf Course. The fundraiser is being presented by Trinity Health System and sponsored by Ziegenfelder. For more information is soon to come. Coming up next, WJMH anchor John McGlumphy will sit down with Marshall County Schools Director of Career and Technical Education, Bob Wilson, to talk about the importance of CTE programs and CTE Month.
WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
February is Career and Technical Education Month, a month where everyone takes time to appreciate what CTE programs do for young learners. Marshall County has had many CTE programs that assist students in such things as finding jobs or colleges. Joining me now is Marshall County Schools CTE Director, Bob Wilson. What does your title as CTE Director entail?
Part of my job as CTE Director is just overseeing all the programs for not only John Marshall High School, but also Cameron, Sherrard, and Moundsville Middle, dealing with funding, scholarships, and just working to make sure all the programs come together and get what they need.
That's great. How long have you been involved with Marshall County Schools, and why did you want to get involved?
Well, I am a 1998 graduate of John Marshall High School. I went through the welding program whenever I was in high school, so really I've been involved with the program since 1996, and it's just something that's always been near and dear to my heart. I taught welding in Hancock County. I was a coordinator for the State Department for Career and Technical Education, but then I was able to come back in 2010 as assistant principal, and I've been involved with the programs and the administration since 2010.
Recently, you were one of 16 administrators recognized in the nation for Project Lead the Way Outstanding Administrator Award. What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot to me. The programs that we have here, the work that we put in over the last 7 years, it's just a great award to receive. But that wasn't just me. I mean, we have great teachers, other great administrators, and that was really, I felt like a team award that was presented to me, but it was really a team effort for us to get that.
What are some of the most important aspects of CTE programs?
I think just going away with skill sets that you can take with you for the rest of your life, you know what I mean? The simulated workplace program with the attendance, the drug testing, all that stuff comes together, and just being able to work as part of a team like you guys are in here, you don't get that in every other class. So I think that's the most important aspects.
How important is it to get new members to sign up every year?
I think it's really important. It's really important from our side as far as funding goes, but also I think it's important that students get involved in these programs, again, just so they have skill sets. You know, we have the home mechanics class across the hallway. Everybody's probably going to own a house sometime in their life, you know. We got auto mechanics, or you probably own a car right now. So, you know, there are skill sets that you'll be able to use from these classes, whether you get in those career fields or not. So I think it's super important for kids to get involved in the programs.
Marshall County Schools CTE Showcase is March 10th. How has this showcase evolved over the years, and how effective is it in bringing new members into the programs?
I think it's evolved a good bit. We used to take everybody over to the CPA and have you know, 250 kids there, and each program would present. Now we're using Teams platform to broadcast live in a lot of cases to the classrooms. We have online applications now, and it's been much more streamlined as far as that goes. It's very important for the students to participate in the showcase so they know what programs are available to them, because unless you're on the first floor, you don't get to see a lot of the programs.
It's very interesting. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks.
If you are a student at John Marshall and are interested in joining any CTE program, you can find the pamphlets for each program across from the Monarch Market by the main commons. Up next, see some results from both the OVAC Wrestling Tournament and the OVAC Swim Tournament. WJMH Reports will return after this break.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
Joining us now for a look at sports and entertainment is WJMH Reports anchor John McGlumphy.
Thanks, Chris and Xavier. Last month, John Marshall faced off against other schools in the OVAC Wrestling Tournament. These are the results of the Monarch wrestlers. Xander Ward placed 5th in the 106-pound weight class. In the 113-pound weight class, Ethan Cook was runner-up. Placing 7th in the 126-pound weight class was Carter Adkins. Carl Cochran placed 5th in the 132-pound weight class. In the 138-pound weight class, Ryan Ward placed 8th. Placing 8th in the 152-pound weight class was Mason Orendorff. Ben McCardle placed 5th in the 170-pound weight class, and Clipson Wallace placed 4th in the 182-pound weight class. John Marshall also placed 6th overall in the OVAC tournament. Congratulations to these wrestlers and the JM wrestling team for placing in the tournament. The Bill Brubaker OVAC Swimming Championships was held at Brooke High School last month. John Marshall was one of many teams competing and ended the event with many placers. In the girls' 200 medley relay, John Marshall placed 7th overall. This relay included Madeline Miller, Victoria Kidney, Kaylee Love, and Caitlin Cochran. JM also ranked 4th in the girls' 400 free relay, with swimmers Madeline Miller, Caitlin Cochran, Sierra Taylor, and Victoria Kidney. Morgan Miller got 10th in the boys' 200 free, taking him 2 minutes and 4 seconds to finish. Victoria Kidney placed 1st in both the individual medley and the girls' 100 back, with times of 2:14 and 59 seconds respectively. The girls' team finished the meet 6th overall, while the boys were 11th. Congratulations to the John Marshall swim team for the great turnout at the OVAC Championships. Beginning Sunday, February 20th, Wheeling University will be holding volleyball camps for anyone interested in playing volleyball. Cardinal Kids camps will take place on February 20th and on March 13th and 20th. The time slot for the Cardinal Kids will be from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. The price for each session is $25. Your child must be 10 and younger to join Cardinal Kids. Junior Cardinal camps will also be held on February 20th and on March 13th and 20th. The time slot for Juniors Kids session is 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The price for each session is $35. To sign up for the Junior Cardinals, your child must be between the ages of 11 and 15. If you would like to register to join one of these camps, you can do so online at wheelingvolleyball.totalcamps.com. Again, that's wheelingvolleyball.totalcamps.com.
Thanks, John. Coming up, see the talent of one individual right here at John Marshall.
Keep watching WJMH Reports. We'll be back. We'll be right back.
Sometimes one moment changes everything. One song, one game, one mission. Visit Make-A-Wish online to help grant more life-changing wishes.
We've got more news now on WJMH Reports. I'm Chris Evans.
And I'm Xavier McLemore.
For past businesses of the week, we have been giving you mini restaurants. This week, however, WJMH reporter Clara Evans is bringing you a different kind of business.
For most people, finding the salon that is right for you is very important. Since the opening of Gypsy Soul 3 years ago, they've created a very open and caring environment for their clients. Owner of Gypsy Soul, Renee Lehman, is proud to know that her clients see her salon as a second home.
Most people that come in here always comment on how they feel welcomed. It's warm, it's inviting, and ultimately it's to produce some awesome hair.
Lehman tries her best to make the salon feel as comforting as possible for her clients.
That everything is personalized for them and that they are the sole person we are focusing on that day.
Gypsy Soul Salon offers a variety of services such as many different kinds of haircuts, styles, perms, options for color, and they even do waxing. They also offer many lash services such as extensions, lifts, and tints. Gypsy Soul has and will continue to adapt to the needs of their clients with a unique and warm touch. Reporting from Gypsy Soul Salon on National Road in Wheeling, I'm Sarah Evans for WJMH Reports.
If you would like to schedule an appointment for Gypsy Soul, their phone number is 304-905-9650, and they are open Tuesday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, that number is 304-905-9650.
WJMH Reports is starting a new segment of our show that will show off the unique talents of the John Marshall students, teachers, and staff. Starting off our new segment is John Marshall student Dean Gibson. Dean's talent is how he is able to work well with computers. He started learning how to work with computers in middle school. After middle school, he wanted to learn more about computers and started watching YouTube videos and began to teach himself. While he does enjoy learning about computers, assisting others with their computer issues makes him happy as well.
My main goal is just to get better and help as many people as I can if they have trouble with it.
Dean plans on continuing his knowledge of computers after high school. If you would like to nominate someone for this segment, please email WJMH student Haley Norris at hanoriI1@stu.k12.wv.us or email Mrs. McElhaney at carly.mcelhaney@k12.wv.us.
It is good to see the Moundsville and the wider Ohio Valley area is alive and well with events such as Moundsville's Got Talent.
It is also good to see the results of the OVAC games.
Thank you to everyone at home who continues to tune in.
Thank you, WLUTV and Comcast, for your continued airing of WJMH Reports.
We'll be back next week with more stories from around the community right here on WLUTV. For Xavier McLemore and everyone here at WJMH Media, I'm Chris Evans. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.